If you're watching this, we sent you the free resources. What if instead of only depending on lenders, friends and family, and your own limited capital that can't close the deal fast enough after you get your real estate or your business deal under contract, you could actually start and raise an asset-based equity fund so that you can acquire the businesses and the real estate by getting the capital in place first before you get the deal under contract. I'm going to walk through the process compliantly right now, and you want to make sure you book a call on this page so that we can actually show you how the system is set up.
This video is for you. If you want to buy real estate using other people's money, you want to buy businesses using other people's money, your own capital and debt isn't enough to acquire the businesses, or you're a real estate syndicator who invests and you raise small amounts of equity, small amounts, maybe even up to $1 million, but you're raising small amounts and maybe you own a few houses, but you want to raise larger equity amounts up to even $10 million and above. This is for you if you do not know how to finish the professional, compliance, capital raising, legal systems for you to raise serious amounts of capital legally and compliantly before diving into expensive six-figure lawyer engagements. This is for you if you want to follow the proven syndication business model, and you may have closed some real estate deals or you may not in the past, but you just want to grow and progress. This is not for you if you are focused on pre-revenue venture capital tech deals. And this is for you if you might consider setting up a serious and sophisticated fund so that you can have the capital in place first before an investor may be interested in what you have to offer. So this is for people who are ambitious and who are urgent to do this and who are serious about putting their best face forward to raise capital from investors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk through the process that hundreds of people have used to raise over $10 million. This is a process where at the time of the recording of this video, this part will be edited once we get the appropriate licenses ourselves. But right now we're showing you how you can raise capital using broker-dealers and exempt market dealers so that you can raise as much capital as you need to acquire whatever you need to acquire, whether it be a business or a piece of real estate. And this is called the 2-week Ready, Raise, Repeat, and over $250 million has been raised through people using this strategic advisory service and them applying this service within their own business vehicles. So you want to make sure you understand that there are a few systems that are broken when it comes to people accomplishing the goal of raising money to buy businesses or to buy real estate. So first, you have a deal and no capital. You see these executives here, David Rubenstein and the founder of BlackRock. They had the capital in place first before they started to find a deal. They weren't really crazy about finding the deals first. They had the capital in place first. You see Dan Pina, who had massive success in helping people raise capital, and he has his own school in Scotland and everything. He had to get the capital in place first instead of just getting a random deal and then hoping and praying that the capital will magically fall in place. So, getting investors bought into the deal is important, compliantly obviously, is important before you sign an LOI to purchase a piece of real estate or a business. Because if you do this properly, then you'll be in a position that you can actually close. Most people wrongly think that you have to go out and raise the capital from investors after you get the deal under contract. They spend too much time on paperwork, hiring lawyers, etc., instead of focusing on the main thing at the right time, finding a way to compliantly talk to investors. Why it's a problem? Mainly because it's complex. There are a lot of laws and there are a lot of regulation around how to do it, and it can be very intimidating. You see people who are sued for millions of dollars for doing it the wrong way. And many people don't know where to start. It looks very complicated. You see a lot of text and a lot of documents, and it scares people from getting into this type of business. The second reason is sometimes the finance. You may not know the proper deal structure, the company structure. You don't know the language that you need to speak to the savvy, sophisticated investors to properly pique their interest. And you don't even know the rules of the land and the lay of the land. So not closing the deal, you have 30 to 90 days to close a deal under contract with investors that barely know you. And what ends up happening is that deals end up falling through the cracks because you feel it's too late and you think the opportunity cost is too high, so that you don't know how to effectively raise capital, and then you put yourself in a position where you have to embarrass yourself if the deal doesn't close, and it hurts your morale, it embarrasses the investors, it embarrasses the deal, the seller rather, and it embarrasses you, and it hurts your confidence, putting you in a loop of never actually getting it done and just delaying it for decades and for years. So here's what to do. Make sure that you follow and create the correct documents for you to follow the rules to allow you to market to the right type of investors. Number 2, structure the deal and finances that make sense for that investor. Focus on the essentials. Make things as simple, fast, and efficient, and least complex as possible, so that the outcome will be that you only take deals that you know that you have investors that are compliantly able to commit and invest. You reduce your overall risk by making sure that you only go work with deals that you are committed on following through. You avoid paying $100,000 in unnecessary legal costs at the wrong time for a deal that can't even close, and you simplify your capital raising process. So simply and effectively raise capital for future deals, following like the past clients over the years, like Almus, who ended up saving $200,000 in setup fees and closed some deals in the UK. Raises.com member Hunter, who owns roofing.com, who acquired several businesses to make a conglomerate of roofing companies, and Mark, who created his $20 million fund and launched it so he can acquire some construction companies as well. So for the profits, the reason why it's important to do this is because the less units you have, like the less, the smaller the deal you have, the smaller the asset you buy, the less profit, because the revenue is usually less. So the absolute value of money is usually less. So more people, more deals, more profit. And here's just a financial model. Small deal, small revenue, large deal, large revenue. The percentage of the profit could even be lower, but the absolute money in your bank account will be more once you work on bigger deals. And this is why Abdel, who worked on a $100 million Regulation D 506C fund, circled $5 million less than a month, was able to focus and do it the right way by creating and structuring a proper transaction. Ade was a part of several transactions as well. He tested the market, and he worked with ex-JP Morgan fund managers, became an asset manager, closed a car wash, closed several real estate deals as well. And Godi was limited by the small syndications as he was working as a professor, part-time investing, but then he managed to create the structure so that he can acquire the deals himself. So at the end of the day, you want to focus on bigger deals because it can get you more profit, not in percentage, but in absolute value. Bigger deals, more revenue. That's why you have to raise capital to acquire bigger deals that you couldn't otherwise afford. So now that we understand why setup is important, we need to get the outreach. Where do the investors come from, and how is it compliantly done? And the problem is there's no network, there's no community. For example, we had Esteve, who successfully got past several acquisitions of an IT firm and an AI firm. Richard Reed, who acquired a debt fund and a commercial mortgage brokerage. Business people meeting in Dubai. And at the end of the video, you can watch all the case studies of Vas and Amarinder as well. But the reason why the setup systems are really important, and the reason why many people get it wrong, is because people are paying tens of thousands of dollars for setup. So here's an example. Here's an example proposal from a law firm. And just by structuring things the right way, we're able to have some of the fees that people were charged on a sophisticated real estate investment trust. And this isn't what 99% of people would pay, but this is an example of how setting things up properly can lower unnecessary fees. You notice that chartered financial analysts, their yearly salary is between $70,000 to almost $200,000. And making sure that you have somebody properly analyze and underwrite your deals compliantly, making sure that you do that is a lot of work. And so if you set everything up, that's how you get case studies like, from Emil, who managed to properly structure his pitch deck, helping him raise over $2 million. Colts, who got the audited financials, helped him with M&A, and introduced him to attorneys in the workforce that allowed him to get serious backing. Cole wants, who we helped in his building of an exempt market dealer compliantly, obviously, and just making sure that you set things up always saves time. Another problem with doing outreach to potential investors is that your time is limited. So if you do all the work yourself, you know that you have a limited amount of time. So then the way to get more output per unit of time is to find a way to properly hire people who can do the work for you underneath your company using the right processes in place. So you have one, so if you're the one doing all the work as an issuer, it's a lot of work. But if you build, if you build directors and employees and directors underneath your company that can help you with a lot of administrative work, then you can get your work done much faster. For example, Colt was able to hire a great team that worked with him underneath his company so that he was able to get things done much more quickly. And so overall, why am I telling you all this? The main idea is that what the solution is basically just simplifying everything and building everything you need to get done so that you can grow your business and do the outreach to those investors so that you can get the deal ready to be funded before you get under contract. So the first step is usually just drafting the information, getting the soft commitments, getting the deal under contract, finalizing the financials, the compliance, and the legal, and then getting the investor responses. Obviously, if you use the right rules to do this. And the more, the more you go down the process, the more you realize that, then that's how you get the money wired compliantly, and you're able to make sure that you can close deals before it's too late. So the main idea with what we do is to make sure that you plan your raises, you already know what the market wants before the market tells you no, and you finish your data room, which is all of the sets of documents that you need for you to be ready to compliantly and properly, safely raise capital. So you want to make sure that your corporate information is organized. You want to make sure, just expand this, you want to make sure that your PPM, your private placement memorandum, and the subscription agreement is all finished. You want to understand what country you're operating in. And once you understand the country, then you can know how to handle it. Like for example, in the US, you want to choose which regulation. Statewide, you want to know the statewide system. In Canada, you want to know that you have different provincial regulators. In the UK, you want to follow what the FCA says, the Financial Conduct Authority. You want to form the company, usually a limited partnership if it's for the down payments of the acquisition of real estate, or you can do a share purchase. You have to have the limited partnership agreements in that case, and then you have to have subscription agreements. So the point is that you have to have this all ready. And as that's ready, you want to also have the financial pro forma and analysis done, ideally by a CPA or a registered chartered financial analyst. So you have that ready. You have everything ready, you're all good to go. Now you want to track your investor outreach, as you're doing your outreach to the investor. So you do that, you leverage investment banks and broker dealers that can help you, raise the capital because they have the licenses to do so. And you want to understand, as you're talking to investment banks, you want to understand how securities law works, how the communication with investors work, and how the hiring of a team works so that you can scale the outreach, so that you're not only dependent on investment banks. Maybe there are some exemptions you can use to do it in different ways as an issuer yourself, so that you're able to get as many conversations with investors going as possible. So then when everything is ready, you want to make sure that you have all the instructions that you need to actually do the outreach to the investors. You have the standard operating procedures, the instructions that you need to do the outreach, and you avoid talking to fraudulent investors and fraudulent companies because there are tons of them out there. So you focus on that. The idea is closing the transaction. You use escrows and attorneys to make sure that it's done in a way that is not only safe, but also you're not paying 6 figures out of pocket, because some people erroneously structure it the wrong way. And then you file all the securities documents properly after closing, both on a statewide level if applicable and on a federal level if applicable. And so our brand, we can basically introduce you to people that can take you public as part of their services. You can get proof of funds in case you need, investment banks that need to offer you a proof of funds letter. You can get press releases from some press release firms. And you can use our CRM if you need some software to call the investors. So at the end of the day, we just package all this. You can do it yourself, or you can package it with us, where we're offering live support calls, mastermind communities, for chartered financial analysts that are registered to, do the financials and draft some of the documents so that you can work with a nice investment bank in our Rolodex, and just work with our template library and our master database, so you can get all the contacts that you may need using systems that are publicly available. And we just have some systems that allow us to structure it in a way so that everybody can easily get access to all these systems of contacts. So, the first path, you can do this yourself, pay lawyers $100,000 plus, because realize that the cost that you're paying, if you do it the wrong way, there are two ways of doing it the wrong way. You can do it the wrong way where you get in trouble, or you can do it the wrong way where you waste a lot of money. If you do it the wrong way where you waste a lot of money, you're going to probably pay for the legal and finance, where you're paying $100,000, a certain cost, because we're multiplying the cost times the probability of you paying that cost, plus the probability times the benefit of you raising the amount you want to raise. Let's say you want to raise, 1 million, and there's a 10% chance of raising 1 million. Then really, at the end of the day, you're really losing, you're losing 5 figures in expected value, because the probability of you raising that money times a certain cost that you spent doesn't outweigh the chance of you getting the benefit that you wanted. So this is called an expected value calculation, and this is how investors measure their value. So the second path is if you optimize and make everything capital efficient, especially in this market that we're in. So you minimize the legal and finance cost by making sure you have a minimum viable offer. You test the offer with the market in a compliant way so that you have the system set up, but then you don't have to deal under contract, so that you're not testing a deal that's going to embarrass you if it doesn't close. And you still have the same probability of raising 10 million, even higher, I'd say, but let's say the same, that you have like 6 figures of expected value positive. So the points I'm making with all this, if you're not familiar, is basically you want to minimize your upfront costs as much as possible while not doing, because if you don't do anything, then you can put yourself in a dangerous position. But if you just do enough so that you can test the market, while at the same time seeing if your offer is going to be something that people want in a safe way, then you won't be overcome with a lot of risk that you just spin yourself in circles and waste your time. So at the end of the day, book us below or book us on this website. It should be somewhere on the screen, because at the end of the day, we bought this domain for a reason. It's very simple. If you don't have a deal ready, make sure you draft everything up for the type of deals that you want to acquire. And then if you are somebody who is like the 1% that you've been doing this for a while and you want to start a sophisticated fund or real estate investment trust, then that's something that we can discuss as well. But most people watching this video, you want to get deals that you don't have access to usually by creating a syndication or learning how to raise equity. And so we hope we just show you through the process. It could be me or it could be one of my sales associates, and we'll basically walk through, explain to you in detail how this could work for your situation, and we'll be able to show you how to structure a deal so you can buy businesses or buy real estate using other people's money in a safe and quick way. And so with this, it's been a pleasure discussing with you. And so we're going to actually roll footage of all of our testimonials from all the people that have worked with us over the years. And it's been an adventure working with everybody here. And the amount of things that we've seen, the things that we've learned, and the people that we've worked with, I won't trade it for the world, and it's been amazing. So with this, we look forward to seeing you on the other side. And if you have any questions, just give us a call, and we'll be able to discuss everything that fits within your situation.
In the world of financing, Raises.com is a bit of a game changer. With their support, I was able to quickly secure a letter of commitment so that I could continue pushing forward on an acquisition that I was currently working on. The team was extremely professional and very open in the actions that needed to happen, as well as providing me with the guidance necessary to ensure that I was able to close, that I would be able to close on the deal. If you're someone looking for a solid team that's able to help you advance your position and achieve your goals, definitely say to reach out to the Raises.com team.
Hello guys, my name is Gaetano. I'm an investor and a business buyer. I'm making this video to show my appreciation to Raises.com. I run a syndicate to acquire SMBs in Europe, and we rely on Raises to help us with funding and finances. Raises' mission is to democratize investment banking. We focus on funding profitable deals for us and our partners. So while Raises.com runs the capital raising operations, it is safe to say we would not be here doing what we do if it wasn't for Raises.com and their help. So that's the reason why I'm doing this video, show appreciation. So thanks a lot, guys, and keep up the good work. Thank you.
Hey there, it's Chris McCoy with Dell Ventures Group, and I just want to take a moment here to thank Natu Myers and the whole Races.com team. It's been a pleasure working with you guys. You've been instrumental in helping me raise $5 million for the acquisition of my new company. Really appreciate it. Anyone that's looking to work with you guys, I definitely recommend it. Thanks.
Hey, my name is Dean Fuller with M&A Capital. Just wanted to thank Raises.com for helping us with our commitment letter for $5 million towards our first acquisition. Looking forward to working with them more in the future.
Hi, this is Henry with Integrity Health Group. I want to say a big shout out to Natu and Raises.com for helping us secure our first acquisition. Compared to traditional ways of raising money, I think this is a lot simpler, a lot more straightforward. It's easier. It makes perfect sense. Raises.com has all the tools and tricks, to help you raise money in a manner that is predictable and that is compliant. We are well on our way to raising funds for the second and the third acquisition, all through Raises.com. So I just want to use this opportunity to say a big thank you, Natu, and thank you, Raises.com. We enjoy working with you. I honestly would say this is a way better way of raising money. Thank you again.
Longer with Next Gen Horizon, and I'd like to personally say thank you to Raises.com advisory firm for all of their time and efforts in our first and hopefully all of our subsequent acquisitions. They have guided us and structured the process in such a streamlined way that has increased predictability in obtaining our funding requirements. So again, I'd like to say thank you very much.
Hi everyone, this is Alberto from ABC Consulting, and I'm releasing this video for Raises.com. They are very go-getter teams, high achiever professionals with a very active member, very supportive, and actually I recommend to everyone his team in order to raising funds and capital, and as far as business acquisition and all the support it is required, because actually they're a very high achiever and high performance people. So I would recommend this Raises.com to everyone who his ambition is to raising capital and improve their businesses and his funding process.
Hello, my name is Brandon Henry. I definitely appreciate Raises. They've made my life a lot easier, and they definitely do what they say they're going to do. And so I definitely recommend people to go with Raises to not only to get capital raised, but also just guidance on your first acquisition. So I highly recommend them.
Hey, it's Alvin from Aisha Capital Partners, and just want to say thank you to Raise.com to help us get a commitment letter of $5 million for our first acquisition. Compared to traditional ways of financing, using Raise is so much simpler and so much quicker. They have all the tools and strategies to get the financing that we need in a very uncomplicated process, and therefore just makes the acquisition process so much easier. So thank you, Raise.
I wanted to thank Natu and his team at Raises.com. I'm Ed Worthington from Asset Stewards LLC. Natu and his team have developed an innovative process for organizations such as ours to raise capital for initial acquisitions. Natu and his team have been extremely responsive and dedicated to assisting early stage companies in making initial acquisitions. I'm excited to continue working with him and appreciate the effort he and his team have put into their work. We're excited to receive our letter of commitment and to proceed with our journey towards our first acquisition. Thank you.
Hey, this is Kumail Lafol speaking. I just want to say thank you so much to Natu and Raise.com for helping me acquire a letter of commitment that results to $38 million. I would like to say that working with Natu and Raise.com has been one of the best, if not the greatest decision of my life. So without further ado much, I would like to endorse, I would like to acknowledge the fact that this is the best platform and it has the best systems in place to raise as much as you need for your current or future deal. Thank you so much.
Hi there, my name is Eddie. I'm a CEO of Ray Nexus, which is a holding company for mergers and acquisitions. And we actually got recommended Raises.com by our CFO Sebastian Amiva, which he has also secured multiple deals through Raises.com. So this was the perfect opportunity for us to really establish ourselves and get some finances raised for our most recent deal, which was 18 million USD. It was a manufacturing company, but still is. Raise.com really helped us out in regards to, we were competing with another company trying to acquire the same business, and with the proof of funds we were able to go into the due diligence stage and get the right information needed for us to secure the deal just in the nick of time, really. So thank you so much, Raises.com. We will be using Raises.com in future deals and future acquisitions, because honestly the easiest and fastest way to raise finance and get proof of funds letter sent through.
Hi, this is Robert Sahade with Captain's Investments. Big thank you to Natu and Raise.com for helping us raise $5 million for our acquisition. This is a much better way of financing compared to traditional methods. They also have a bunch of tools and strategies to help you get your financing reliably.
Hi, this is Louis from M&A Capital. I just want to say thank you to Raise.com for helping us get a commitment letter to get our deals funded. They're an easy team to work with. The process is really simple to walk through. Really helps when we going out to get the deals to have the commitment behind us that we have the funding to get close the deal. So really happy to work with the team, and I'm looking forward to doing more deals in the future.
Hi, I'm Hassani Adi, and I work in the finance space. This is a recommendation video for Natu Myers and his services. When I first engaged Natu, I was doing quite well. But I realized I was struggling with some key areas in regulatory finance space. So I engaged Natu, and he provided to me some insights and packages to better understand capital raising and to become compliant in this space. After working with him, we're now building a compliant platform, and he shared with me some key insights and ideas that investment banks use to raise capital and for capital structuring. Overall, I'm very happy with Natu's service, and I shall be working with him again. Highly recommend. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Timothy. I would like to take the time to thank Raises and Natu and the team over at Raises for the assistance thus far in raising funds for business acquisition and land development. I look forward to working with you guys on further projects. And once again, thanks, Raises.
Hi, I'm Andre from Silver Bloom Holdings. I just wanted to express my gratitude and appreciation for providing me a letter of commitment for $5 million to fund business acquisitions. I highly recommend Natu from Raises.com and thank him for his professionalism and excellent service. Thank you again.
Hey there, just to give a shout out to Raises.com. I want to thank them and their team of professionals to help us to raise cash around 5 million through private placement. And having that proof of fund, we're able to approach lenders and inform them that we have this, and being backed by Raises.com and all these private placement, and they check through, they allow us to borrow more money to close more deals. And and I believe that you have seen this, and I believe that you would able to like go through with them and their team and able to have an enjoyable experience and get the cash that you need to close your deals. So don't hesitate to reach out to them and their team. They're very helpful, and all the best to closing more deals.
Hi, this is Sergey. I just want to say thank you for making it so easy to get the proof of funds for my first acquisition.
Hi Natu, I just wanted to send a quick video to say thank you to Raises.com for providing a $5 million commitment letter. It's going to allow us to move ahead with our growth strategy and meet up with business owners and identify potential acquisitions. Thanks again.
Hello, this is Dr. Kevin T. Jackson, the Managing Director of Legacy Wealth International Group, and I'd just like to thank Raise.com for all the help that they have given me with my capital raises. They've been phenomenal. Their response, their support, their communication, everything has just been phenomenal. And I would recommend Raise.com to anyone that is looking to raise capital for their business and entrepreneur endeavors. Thank you. Thank you to the team. Thank you to everyone.
Hello everyone, my name is Stan and I help companies grow with different tactics and in many industries. A while back I contacted Natu because I needed help finding leads for a product that I was working on at that moment. He helped me out by adding me into his Capital Raise Mastermind group, which is a great community, a lot of helpful people, lots of successful people. Got some very valuable leads out of this. More recently, I was stuck with a product where I needed investors for. Very new to the industry, contacted Natu again. He helped me out with some valuable information and lessons, which helped me to get a better understanding of the market, how everything works, how to reach out to the people, what kind of information they need, how to talk to them, etc. So again, Natu, thank you so much for this. If anyone is considering to work with Natu and seeing this video, I would just recommend to jump on a call with him. I'm sure that you would love to work with him, 100%. Thank you so much, Natu, again.
Hi, this is Derek from Goldman Capital. I'd like to say thank you to Natu and Raise.com. They're able to help us get a commitment letter of $40 million on our first acquisition. It's very important for us. They will help us even at that stage. And comparing to traditional ways of financing, it's much easier and simpler. They have the system and a lot of strategies and tools to be able to help us get the financing we need predictably. I think it's a better way.
Hello, Natu. I want to send you my thanks for helping me with your services that have helped speed up the processes in taking my targets to the next stage with helping raise capital. It has provided a great value, getting starting from nothing to, help getting the targets that we're after under contract. So thank you.
I just want to thank the team at Raises for their assistance in the acquisition process of my first business. Their ability to supply a letter of commitment from them has been monumental in the acquisition process. Thanks a lot.
Hi. My name is Stefan and I'm founder of Yes We Trust. I'm making this video as a testimonial of the community and the network of Natu, and I just wanted to share that through Natu and the WhatsApp chat that we had, I was able to come in contact with Andrew and meet him here personally in Dubai, and we are looking forward to create synergize and collaboration to create social positive impact. And I wanted to say thank you with this video to Natu and for the fruits that you're bringing alive with your network efforts. Thank you so much and greetings from Dubai.
Hi, this is Jim Punzenberger, Partners Neutron. Just wanted to say thank you to Natu and Raises.com for providing a funding letter. It's been great and simple and easy process. Thank you, and hope it's simple and easy for you too. Bye for now.
Hi, this is Hannah Dowdy with Sovereignty Enterprise. I just wanted to put in a quick word about the team at Raises and the enormous value they bring to every interaction. Their patience and professional demeanor is unmatched. They're going to be honest with you.
I'd like to thank Raise.com for taking the time to consider my application and helping me find investors for my first acquisition. This process is much easier and simpler than going to banks and other traditional finance methods. Thanks.
Hello, my name is Richard, and I'm doing this testimonial for Natu Myers, who is an awesome investment banker. So far, he's actually helped me with raising a little bit more than $3 million for my real estate development debt fund. In addition to that, he's also helped in with this M&A transaction that we're currently doing. He introduced me to this asset-based lender, a couple, and one pulled through, and this is a public transaction, and we were able to raise $350 million from this one specific lender for the transaction. And this transaction, too, was because of Natu's network as well. So I have to give props for that, And none of this would be happening this quickly if it wasn't for Natu. He's a hard worker, and he always keeps you updated, and he's a really efficient person. You can really depend on him. So I advise you to reach out to him and work with him.
Hi, this is Kurt from M&A Capital, and I use Raises.com to get a $10 million letter of commitment. Why? They simply are easy to work with, and I found them to be very reasonable, and the process is pretty straightforward.
We'd like to give a 5-star review to Sebastian and Raises.com. They have helped guide us through the acquisition steps, help analyze deals, provide letters of commitment. They are highly recommended to anybody at any stage in the business buying process.
Hi, this is Terry Wilson from Wilson Equity Group. I'd like to thank Natu and Raises.com for assisting me with getting a commitment letter to acquire a new acquisition that I'm working on. It was a fast process, and I look forward to doing business with you guys in the future.
Hi, Rolando here from North Arrow Capital. I would like to thank Natu Myers from Raises.com for additional funding. Thanks to Natu's efforts, we received commitment letter for potential 100 million raises for North Arrow Capital this year. Thank you so much. Greetings from Ireland.
Hey guys, big thank you to the people at Raises.com for providing such an incredible service for capital raising. They have a wealth of information, knowledge base, and great contacts that can help you ultimately raise your first $100 million fund. So we've already, I believe, 10x our investment, well, over that, and going strong. So I'm looking forward to working with you guys in the future, and I hope you guys get a lot of business, and I'll be supporting you all the way. So thanks a lot. Take care.
Hello everyone, it's Diogo Mateus from Fusion Investment Firm. I want to give a huge thank you first to Sebastian Amieva and Raises.com for helping us getting a commitment letter of $5 million for our first acquisition. This is a very important step for us in the right direction, and Raises.com gives a financing opportunity to everyone and deal makers across the world. This is a very intuitive process and a very simple one comparing to traditional ways, okay? And for me personally, I will guarantee to recommend all the way Raises.com. All the way, guys. So if you are a deal maker, let's do deals with Raises.
Hello, this is James Moore with IBRE Management Corp. And I just want to say to Natu Myers and the Raise.com family, thanks so much with helping us receive the $5 million commitment letter for our first acquisition. Even though this is the beginning stage, Raise.com does have the process that will help us grow. So Raise.com, Natu Myers, thank you so much. Have a good one.
Hi, my name is Greg. I'm with South Capital, and I'd just like to extend a huge thank you to Natu and Raises.com. They helped us secure a commitment letter for $5 million for the first acquisition, and it was really fast. It was very easy, and what this allowed us to do was move very quickly and gain the trust of sellers and brokers. So thank you so much. Just total game changer.
Hey guys, this is Lance from Singapore, right? Just want to give a shout out to my good friend Natu Myers, right? So just to give a little bit of background, I run multiple asset management vehicles, right? Most recently, I'm focused on the venture investments, right? In my investment group. So what we're trying to do here is to back the most revolutionary companies. And Natu has been a really great friend, a really great business associate. And I just want to give a shout out to him, right? Without him, he has put together a lot of masterminds together. Without him, right, all these would not have been possible. We have gathered a lot of potential business collaboration that we're working on now, right? So just wanted to give him a shout out, right, to thank him for all these opportunities. And I hope to be able to give everyone more opportunities as well. Take care, stay safe.
Hello, Sam from Satori Business in Australia. Just giving you a quick testimonial for Natu Myers and the business group that he has established. I joined that business group in the beginning of 2020 when I was introduced by a friend of mine who I'd done some capital raise work and corporate advisory for throughout the years of 2017 through to 2019 on some of his businesses. And he put me in touch with that group knowing that that's the space that I'm in. And I have to say I was blown away from the caliber of people that are members of that group, and also the standard of conversation and discussion that goes into it. Natu's been able to administer that collection of people and steer them in the direction of really proactive information, proactive deals, and genuine good quality discussion about those deals and also about the industry that we're in. I've been able to get tips and advice, which may in fact be the most valuable thing that I've received out of that. And in addition to that, I've had at least 3 deals receive interest and progress on that interest, and a new deal on an entirely new partnership that's come directly out of an introduction made through that group, which looks like it will complete by the middle of this year. So some great things on direct, tangible business that's resulted from being a part of that group, but also huge learnings, great experience. And I have to say, it is actually the only group message board that I genuinely read every day, because I know whatever comes out of that group will be useful information. You get a lot of guff in these investment groups across Telegram and Signal and WhatsApp, and there's a lot of people that are pitching rubbish, and not once have I seen anything that's rubbish in this group. And any time that there is something that's a little bit of a spruik or it doesn't fit, it's tightly monitored. Natu will jump in straight away and it's instantly removed, or that person's removed, or just the post is removed. So everything that comes through that is absolute genuine quality. Natu's always quick to follow up, even with the members of the group, to see how projects have gone and partnerships have gone. And I think that's just incredible. So I'm really grateful for being a part of it, and it's a real blessing to be in connection with Natu. And I think anybody who has that opportunity, they should take it. Cheers.
I recommend Raises.com for its expedite and efficient process in delivering to us the proof of funds letter that we required for our business acquisition. Raises.com has put resources and systems for us in order to succeed.
Hey, this is just a quick video testimonial, the sales rep testimonial for Raises.com. So my name's Caleb. I've been a sales rep for Raises for a little, going on a year now this month, and it's been a hell of a time. Just an honest review for Raises. It is a great account, great commission structure, great comp, very high quality leads. If you're looking for a great first foray into like the world of high finance, this is the perfect place to get your feet wet, you know, learning the lingo, speaking the jargon, talking the talk, talking with people who are making 6, 7, I don't think 8 figures yet, but we have some pretty high earners in there. Feedback as like a sales rep position. So Raises is a place that is working to develop its internal culture, like across people and people capital and human capital. So mind you that if you're coming in as a sales rep, you're going to be a bit of a lone wolf, and you better be prepared to kind of bring your own culture, manage your own mindset, and stay consistent and stay hungry at it yourself. As it's not like super readily going to be provided like by the company itself. However, the makeup for that is that you get incredible comms and all the other stuff that a lot of other offers are lacking. So there's a little bit of a trade-off to make there. As far as the offer and like selling in the niche, it's a good mix between like B2B and B2C type sales. They're a little bit more complex as you're dealing with sophisticated buyers, not so much like it's not a biz op opportunity or someone who's starting a business for the first time, where you can be a little bit more, the impacts and their needs aren't directly about them, but more about their business and their professional career, which makes a big difference in how you're selling them. But all in all, phenomenal place to learn, sharpen, and strengthen your skills, and really understand the world of high finance. So I highly recommend it to someone who loves the game of high finance, mergers and acquisitions, and real estate, and jump right in.
Raises.com with Natu is the awesome place to be, to hang out, and their services are top notch. And you can't beat Natu for his skills and knowledge. Thanks a lot. Appreciate Natu.
Hey, it's Dean Fuller here. Just super excited to be working with Natu and his team at Raises.com. Thank you.
Hi, this is Sean from 312 Capital here in the UK. I'd like to say thank you to the team at Raises.com. They have really helped us get a commitment letter of $5 million on our latest acquisition. Comparing this to a traditional way of funding, this is a much easier and effective way of doing it. They make the system a much easier process, so thank you very much.
Hi Natu, I want to express my sincere gratitude to you for assisting me to be able to raise capital for my businesses here in the UK. It has actually assisted me in my foundation and to be able to get to the next level. I do appreciate all the support, and I look forward to a long working business relationship with you. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Austin McGee. I'm with Dax Enterprises. I wanted to give a shout out to Raises.com for giving me my initial $5 million funding letter to help me with my very first acquisition. I really appreciate everything you guys have done for me.
Hey Natu, I'm sending you this video to thank you for helping us getting prepared to raise additional funding. I gotta say that thanks to his services, we got a letter of commitment from an investment bank for a potential 100 million raise. So it will speed up the process of raising capital.
Hi, my name is Scott McGurk with Blue Side Up Capital. I just want to say how great it's been to work with Raise.com. They've been instrumental in providing my company with a commitment letter and capital to acquire businesses in the manufacturing industry.
My name is Jose. I'm the principal for the Third and Co Capital. I'd like to say thank you to Raises.com for helping us secure a letter of commitment for a multi-million-dollar acquisition. Cheers.
Hello, my name is Dylan Smallman. I just want to give a big thank you to Natu for setting up this website that is very easy to use. So much information and data collected in one place. I just want to say thank you, Natu, for the help in getting set up, getting the process started, for finding investments for my future acquisitions. Thank you very much.
This is Joseph Augustine from the Charm Group. I want to thank Sebastian and Raises.com for supplying a commitment letter of $5 million for our first acquisition. When compared to the traditional ways of getting funding, to me, this is the most practical approach. They have the systems, resources, and professionals to help close a deal, strengthening my M&A strategy.
Hello everyone, my name is Dedipesh Sharma and I'm from India. I'm making this video as a testimonial for Natu Myers, who has made me a part of his amazing network, which has people from all across the globe. Through this network, I have been able to get some good business insights, discuss about the investments, and talk about some great deals. Thank you, Natu. Keep up the good work.